Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video today, I'm going to show you the best attacking custom tactics to use post-patch on FIFA 23. Are you fed up of getting out-teamed on FIFA? Want that God squad that you've always dreamed of? Check out MMO EXP and use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out the link below. MMO EXP, the best place to buy coins. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you my 4-3-3 fifth variation formation custom tactics player instructions that have been blowing people away post-patch. I played 7 games earlier on stream, all like Div 1, Div 2 area games. Like the last game I played on stream, we won 11-0, and my opponent didn't put his pad down, didn't stop trying. We were just blowing people away. I shared these tactics before, really loved them, and now with the post-patch I've updated them, tweaked them a bit, so I'm going to share them with you today. I'm going to show you the formation, how it should play, the type of player should pick in it, the instructions, the tactics. Then I'm going to show you a few in-game examples of goals I scored in the formation so you can see how it actually plays in game. Bought Rafael Leao to play right wing in this formation. Look at his contributions. This is in like Div 1 Elite, Div 1 Division Rivals, which are very high level. 22 goal contributions in 7 games, and I'd say 3 of those games didn't even get to half time. So it's more like 5.5 games. He's getting like 4 contributions a game, just blowing people away. Absolutely crazy. Very dominant attacking formation. Little bit open compared to some others, but the options it has going forward, you're going to see in the gameplay highlights, it's overwhelming people. And if you're patient and use it properly, I don't really think I've seen a better attacking custom tactic this year. So let's go look at the custom tactic itself. So as I always say in my videos, if you've watched my tactics videos before, I always tend to have a defensive version. And when I say defensive, I don't really ever play defensive formations because they don't seem to work that well in this game. But I always use slightly more conservative and then a more aggressive. And this one actually is the formation I've been using for my ultra attacking because it's very good at attacking and coming back into games. By the way, I'm going to be putting a few custom tactics videos out this week. We've had a new patch, so I want to start putting out more tactics videos for you guys, give you more formations you can use. Does it mean that I think every single video I put out is the best? No. It's just that I want to give you guys lots of options. This and the 4-2-2 have been my favourite this year, but maybe that'll change. I'll try some more out. So this is the defensive version of it. Like I say, it's not defensive at all. In terms of the formation, the left winger and right winger need to be quick. Ideally, 5-star skills is very nice for cutting in and making them more dangerous, but they need to have at least 4-star. 4-star, maybe you could get away with 3-star weak foot, but you still want better weak foot in general for your attackers. The wingers, though, need to be rapid. They need to be able to get in behind. The centre forward really could do with being 5-star, 5-star. There is enough good options now. You could play people like Ben Yedder, Eusebio, of course, but ideally you want 5-star, 5-star. It helps a lot. The left and right centre mid can be attackers. Honestly, for this one, I just want you'll see in the instructions they get forward and make lots of runs. I want attacking players in midfield who, when they get forward, can shoot, pass, dribble. And the CDM has to be like a defensive-minded destroyer who's going to sit deep and help soak up pressure. He needs to be able to cover. Casemiro's a little bit slow for this. The ideal one's someone like Valverde. And then for the defense, centre-backs, standard, quick, strong, good defending. And then for the full-backs, they actually do need to be able to attack a bit. Simply put, in this formation, the full-backs do get involved quite a lot in the gameplay. So you need them to be able to get forward and be able to actually do cutbacks, break people down, be decent on the ball. For the tactic itself, we've upped the depth slightly from what I was playing before. I think you can play a bit more aggressive, a bit more depth now that people aren't going to be in your face pressing as much. Just simply put, it got nerfed a little bit. The width, you don't want to play too high because it's naturally, this formation has a lot of width anyway. For the build-up, balanced, I don't really ever play anything other than that. Chance creation, though, I normally play direct passing, but forward runs works really well with this formation, in particular with the 2 centre mids. They get forward with this a lot better than direct passing. So normally I'd use direct passing, but for this formation, forward runs just seem to work well. The width, I leave it on default. You don't want it to be too high because you want to be able to actually have lots of options in the middle. Players in box, again, you don't want it too high, otherwise you just have too many there and not enough options to go back. For the instructions, these are important. These really do make the tactic, in my opinion. Stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box on the wingers. So this basically ends up happening that your two wingers, your centre forward and two centre mids all end up in the box. So there's just too many men for them to mark. Then your fullbacks give you the width. But the wingers do give you width as well, but the fullbacks can do that and then allow the wingers to overlap in the middle. The centre forwards stay central, stay forward. The CDMs cut passing lanes, stay back, cover centre. The only thing I change on the centre mids is put them on get forward. Really helps with the attack. I leave the defenders all on default. I did try with join the attack overlap on the fullbacks, but it seemed to drain their stamina a bit too much and just seemed a little bit too open. But if you want to try it, you can. For the keeper, you can go comes across as sweep keeper. I honestly don't think it really makes much of a difference. I think it might be a placebo effect and the keepers don't really change at all. For the attacking, it is identical in terms of the instructions, so we're not going to go over them again, but it is the exact same. The only difference really is that I lower the width ever so slightly in the attack because I'm going to be winning the ball higher up the pitch, so I want to be a bit more narrow to instantly go through the middle. And then for the defence, the width's up slightly because I'm trying to press a bit more wide, and then the depth is a lot higher. Simply put, I'm trying to win the ball back high up the pitch and counter-attack using the forward runs and all the options this formation gives. In terms of the strengths of this formation, I think it's fairly obvious. Lots of attackers. You all end up having almost 3 central strikers with the 2 centre mids and the centre forward. The wingers give you width, the fullbacks give you width. There's so many interchanging options and it's just very hard for an opponent to defend when you use it right. The weakness, it can get counter-attacked a bit and it's a little bit attacking in terms of how open it can be, but I think the trade-off for how insane it is going forward really does work. So I'm going to now show you some gameplay clips and goals that I've scored using it in high-level rivals gameplay. In this clip here, we're going to show very quickly just an example of the attacking positions and players and where they go. So I lose the ball here. See, I win it back quick. Casemiro sits deep there to occupy that space, protects you from getting counter-attacked. Now, I win it. I've got basically 3 strikers there. The winger, striker, winger, but they basically operate as like 3 strikers. My 2 centre mids push up and sit around the edge of the box. So I've basically got like 5 players against not many defenders. Then from there, it's very hard to defend. I could turn, pass to one of these guys. Bit unlucky for my opponent that doesn't get blocked, but it's very, very hard for my opponent to defend that because I overwhelm lots of options, lots of men around the box. Ends up being a nice, easy goal for me. Okay, in this clip here, you see me win the ball back. Note here that my 2 centre mids, Di Maria and Coit, are on the edge of my box. The issue with this formation defensively can come against very good players who use the meta formations like 4-3-2-1, 4-2-2. They can counter-attack you and catch you off guard. But if people don't counter-attack quick enough, then when this formation sets up its shape defensively, it is actually quite hard to break down deceptively. But then Casemiro makes the tackle, we get the ball back, and now it's my chance to counter. So it's very easy to counter when you've got 2 wingers and a centre forward on stay forward. The centre mids now start getting forward, and here you can see I've triggered a run with Rafael Leao with L1, and then I do a first time through ball. These don't work as consistently as they did, but one of the things that makes this formation really good is not only does it give you an overwhelming amount of options when you're a bit more patient in your build up and pass around the box, but it's also very good at the through balls in behind, especially these first time ones, because you have 2 wingers out wide and a centre forward in the middle to thread it to them. And because they're wingers, they push up more and you can put getting behind on them compared to like a Lam or a Ram, and it really makes difference. And from here, we end up scoring. Leao, very good here. I honestly should have squared that. The right decision there would be to square it for an open net tapping. Again, the winger made a really good run there, but I ended up being stupid and shot. But it worked. You can see there though, simply put, it's just cracked this formation on the counter-attack. It defensively was pretty good as well there, but going forward it was very hard for my opponent to stop that. Okay, here in this clip you can see me win the ball back from kick-off. This game was the one where I scored 11. Don't get me wrong, this opponent didn't play very well and had a bit of a weird team, but regardless of that, putting 11 past someone in Division 1 is pretty impressive nonetheless. And I don't think with many formations you'd be able to do this. So here we win the ball back and I start to attack. But here, a lot of people there would turn that way and try beat a man. That doesn't work a lot of the time. It's very hard to dribble around 2 or 3 people in this game against anyone remotely good. So you have to go backwards. This formation's very good at keeping the ball and lots of passing options. You normally have a CDM operating around there. See here, he does the outside, the foot pass there. The fullbacks push up and give you a lot more options. That really helps with ball retention. Go back to him there. Lots of options here. Could have gone there, could have gone there. I go to Alawiron and I can see there my opponent's jumped in that way. So as soon as he does that, I'm going to do a fake. Maybe he's worried that I'm going to turn and pass there. He sees that run, or I'm going to pass there. I turn, fake, and from there, in this position now, look who's there. It's my centre mid. How many formations have you played where the CDM or centre mid would get forward like that? In 4-2-2, 4-2-3-1, you can't have centre mids or CDMs, or 4-4-2 even where you have centre mids. You can't have them on both get forward, because if you do, you get counter-attacked. But this one having the CDM to help you, it works really well. And one of the reasons this works so good is there's 2 of the centre mids running forward. So it really creates an overlap, an overwhelm that the opposition can't really deal with. Square it there, and it's an open net. And that's all from my centre mid making a run, bombing forward. So you can see here, it's so good going forward. It gives you so many options. It is pretty solid defensively. You just have to be a bit wary. The counter attack, I would use someone a bit faster than Casemiro to track and cut those passing lanes. But it's a brilliant formation. Post patch, it still works great. If anything, it's even better post patch because people can't press quite as well. So it's even easier to keep the ball in a formation like this. And this formation naturally is pretty good at pressing because it's so high up with lots of players. The press works a lot better when you press around their defense. And because this one has so many attackers, you instantly can press and get the ball back quicker. Hopefully this video has helped you guys out. Appreciate you guys checking the video out. If you've not seen it already, sponsored now by MMOEXP. Best place to get coins with Team of the Year coming up. You might want to stock up on your coins. So get involved. Do check that out. Use code ZEL at checkout for a discount. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the support. It means a lot. More content coming your way. Peace.